Hello everybody. Isn't it really, really irritating when you can't find something? Blake, have you seen my sunglasses anywhere?
No.
Hey Brad, have you seen my sunglasses anywhere?
Can't say I have.
Okay. John, Hans, have you seen my sunglasses anywhere? It's so irritating. But then sometimes the very thing you're looking for is right under your nose. And mysteriously, this is also the case with sample libraries. How many of you, for example, have got Native Instruments Komplete, with all kinds of libraries built into that package, which you might not fully have explored? Let us today, therefore, look at Native Instruments Symphony Essentials. Okay, so here we have an empty Cubase project. Let's put in an instrument. Obviously, Symphony Essentials runs in Native Instruments Kontakt, which comes as part of Komplete as well. Let's whiz down. So what you get is, here we go. What I've got, woodwind solo, woodwind ensemble, brass ensemble, brass solo, string ensemble, and percussion. And if we look at the web page, here we go. Native Instrument web page will show you that you can get this in the UK for £359. 269 cross-grade. I wonder what cross-grade from what? Don't know. But basically, it is what it says on the tin. It's essential. So it is just what you need to, it's not all the bells and whistles, but it'll be all the basic articulations and things like that. And as it says here, it comes as part of Komplete Ultimate 12 or Komplete 12 Ultimate. Why would you say Komplete 12 Ultimate and not Komplete Ultimate 12? Anyway, neither here nor there. Here we go. The percussion and strings were recorded in, where does it say this? Budapest. Good European location for recording. 60-piece string section recorded at, that's a lot. 60 for strings is a lot. Woodwind, what? 36-piece woodwind section? Why would anybody want 36 woodwind players? I'm sorry, woodwind players. National Union of Woodwind Players wants to know why I don't like woodwind players. Look, but triple woodwind, you know, if you've got, even if you have 3 of each, so it's not more than like 12 or something. Anyway, okay, neither here nor there. So you've got 36 woodwind players, go them, 32-piece brass. I have to say, okay, slight gripe. Particularly with woodwind and brass, massive numbers don't equal a massive sound. You get a diminishing, there's a law of diminishing returns, and sometimes the more brass players you load onto a line, the more phasey and weird it sounds. It doesn't sound crisp and powerful, it just sounds which isn't what we're aiming for. That tends to be not what I'm aiming for when I write a piece of music. Okay, so look, anyway, neither here nor there. What I'm going to try and do is let's see how quickly it leaps into life if I, stick in the ensemble, see what happens. Right, so down here, red is basses, yellow's cello. Who thought? Cellists play us out here, you're all yellow. Green is violas, and then presumably the blue is... It's a nice sound. What do we get articulation-wise? We get sustains, sordino, tremolo, trills, harmonics, staccato. That enormous knob in the middle of the screen is... Okay. Do you get... Oh, yes. You can... With the trills, you can control the scale, so you can go from major... Anyway, that sort of thing. Harmonic, staccato, spiccato, pizzicato. Okay, let's go with... Okay, let's do that. We're just going to blast through this piece so that within 20 minutes we've got a piece, yeah? Oh, click. 1, 2, 3. Where next? Back to G minor. D. That wasn't terrible. Okay. Spick. Now we're going to add something. I told you we're going to do this quickly. Right. I'm going to put some timp under that because I can hear a timp following that bass spiccato sound. Drums, tune percussion, timpani. Now, if you look carefully at these things, you see down the bottom here, it tells you who's actually made it. The string one is being programmed by Audio Bro, the people who did LA Scoring Strings, which is a good library back in the day. I mean, no, it's a good library. Okay, so I like this already. I like the... Sometimes the soft stuff is the hardest step to get. Trem, crescendo, flam's useful. Oh, and you get a damp as well. Okay. Okay, we're just going to play this through. We're going to go effectively. This is staying on G because it's like a pedal. Then going up to the first inversion of F, which takes us onto A, B flat, then back to F, and G, D. Right. Now we're going to add some key switches to that, and here is a little trick. Just the reason you sign into the videos like this. Hang about a minute. Before we go any further, here's a message from our sponsor, which, as you know, is me.
If you want to write better music, better tunes, more interesting chord progressions, and fully develop your ideas, then check out my online course, How to Write Music. 6 hours of video tutorials, free downloads, a supportive online community, and a comprehensive course text. Take your music to the next level with How to Write Music. God, it's so good, I'm going to buy it.
Right, so now, key switch, this is also addressing that same channel, but we're going to change the MIDI channel to 1. So these two are identical. They're both on timpani channel 1. Now I'm just going to play in just the key switch so I can edit it. So we're going to start with hits. Bit of a trem. Bit of a flam. Back to hits. Okay, not all of those worked, but that doesn't matter because actually here's why. Okay, we need to change this to the crescendo one. Okay, now we've changed it to crescendo. We need to move the note along. Okay. A bit earlier. That'll do. Done. Okay. Now we're going to add. Okay, let's tell you what. Let's put. I'm enjoying this percussion. This percussion's good. Hang on. Save your work. Save your work. Right. Now let's go back down to percussion. Let's put a snare drum in. Drums. That'll be there, won't it? Let's go for snare 1. Okay, that's an interesting approach. So they've got it all laid out across the scale, getting louder. That's what I'm going to do, though. Okay, I'm just going to go brump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those hits are significantly louder than the rolls, even though they're played really, really quietly. Look. Which, okay. Well, they're played fairly quietly. Let's see if I can bring that down. Oh, look. Don't faff, Guy. Don't faff. Just turn the whole thing down. Do you see what I mean? That would annoy me after a while, I think. Okay, moving on. Right, we're going to add in some brass now. Now, I don't want 178 brass players. If I'm going to start with trombones, I want one trombone on each note, because that's how most brass arrangements are done. So we've got, sustained piano. Oh, it's very low. That's a nice sound. We got sustained forte. We got staccato velocity. We got, oh, I'm sold. I love triple tonguing. One, two, three, four. Okay. Don't overdo the triple tongue. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. So that's TRB, trip. Okay, if you say so, Guy. I do say so. Right. Adding in brass solo, trombone essentials. We need more trombone in there. What are we going to have next? We need some normal staccatos in there. Okay, quick as a penny. So we're going to start on the beat G minor. Okay, that'll do. Now we need one more layer. So that's stuck. Now we want one more layer of this, which is, a quicker way of doing this is to duplicate it, delete that, and call this sus. Okay, this is a very, very quick and dirty way of doing this, but quick and dirty is what we want, isn't it? Okay, C0 is piano and C sharp. So, okay. I know I've got staccatos and sustains going at the same time, and that's not really ideal. Let's add in a horn line now, because then we're going to go on and finish off with woodwinds, and then we're going to sit back and say, well, that was average. These sounds are fine. They're fine. I mean, they're not. I am now going to improvise a tune. I've written worse. It's all right. It's just, the reason it comes out all in one go is because it's very derivative and ordinary. If you're trying to do something different, I could be here all day and end up with one bar of music. But this kind of thing, where it just goes, it all kind of. Where are we? What are we going to put in? That was all right, actually. I mean, I'm not going to bother to slave over that tune. We're going to go in and put in some woodwinds now, and we're going to start with some woodwind solos. We're going to start with the flutes. What have we got here? Okay, this is done by sound iron as well. Legato. Right, I don't think that's true legato, but it sounds all right. I could be wrong. I honestly don't know. Don't hold me to that. Okay, so we've got swell. I like swell. Let's see what that sounds like. There is an intonation issue here. You can hear the pitch going up and down. I mean, it's often, you know, that's what woodwinds tend to go sharp when you play harder, and that's why you go for the best possible players so that they're able to avoid that. What are we going to do? Okay, something like that. Now, I think the best way of doing this is going to be step time, the quickest. Right, so we're going in there, we're going dun dun dun, we're going in eighths. Now, every time I play a note, it'll advance a quaver or an eighth, and so I can sit here and I can work out exactly what I want to play. I'm going to play these sort of a sixth apart. G minor, now up to the F major, B flat major, going a 10th part now, back to the F major, back to the G minor, D major, it's a very quick way of doing more complicated. Look, it's fine. Right, we just need one more element. Okay, let's try Woodwind Ensemble, see what that has to offer. I tend to... Oh! Okay, so you've got a whole ensemble. Okay, so it's got bass winds essential. Okay, let's do this thing. Where's the key switches? Because I can... C-1, okay. Now, let me answer a question a number of people ask. See this? This is an Akai APC Mini. It's cheap. It's like 49 quid or something like that. And or less than, what is that, $70, something like that. It's not programmable, but each of these sends a note value because it's designed to work with Ableton Live. But the bottom note there, you can barely see it because it's rubbed off, is C-2, C#-2, etc. That's what this is all preset to. So if you want to use it as a key switch thing, which goes particularly for key switches which are well off the bottom range, you know, with Spitfire, if you're playing up here, a lot of the key switches are sort of somewhere over there in sort of California, and it's ridiculous. But if you have one of these, so therefore we can use that to switch between sustain. I'll start with the sustain and then put in key switches to put in the staccato. Okay, so this is Woodwind Ensemble. It's a sort of bass woodwind ensemble. We're going to do the old thing which I showed you a moment ago with the key switch thing, and we're going to set it to channel 1, and we're going to play in, so we're going to start with staccatos. So I'm going to go C#, there goes the staccato one. Now sustains. Save your work. Okay. I'm going to call that a day. And we've only been going like 20 minutes or something. So, Native Instruments Symphony Essentials. What do we think? It's cheap. Does what it says on the tin. It's all the essential articulations are there. No bells and whistles like legatos and things, but some surprisingly useful articulations like triple tonguing, pianissimo trombones and things like that. It's not all the sounds are great. Most of them are perfectly serviceable. If you've already got Komplete Ultimate and you haven't played with it, then I would absolutely recommend you pull it out, because particularly things like the percussion and some of those brass patches are really useful, really, really useful. And You know, it's just sitting there, and just like, you know, the glasses on your forehead thing. Yay! Why not? You know, get into it, and you know, there it was under my nose all the time. There's the sound I was looking for. Would I buy it as a freestanding thing for 300 and whatever pounds? It's up against sort of, you know, some fairly hot competition from things like East West Composer Cloud and stuff. But it is definitely worth considering if you're sort of if you're looking for my first orchestral sample library under $500. It's probably worth at least thinking about. So look, that's all I have time for today. If you are still here at the end of this video and you haven't subscribed, please do the thing. It doesn't cost you anything. I won't sort of leap into your inbox. It'll just give you a notification and tell you when we're doing more stuff like this. And who knows, I might review something which saves you lots of money or gives you some inspiration or some tip or trick which helps break that deadlock and get you through to the end of the piece. Thank you for your company. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.